All right, everyone. We are back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Melissah and I are so excited and a little nervous to be joined by Alicia of Ask Alicia Tarot, who is going to be doing a tarot reading for each of us today.
Yeah, so I want to give a little bit of an intro for Alicia. So Alicia gives a fresh, modern, approachable take to tarot readings where she blends sensitivity with realism to make tarot accessible to everyone. I love that your tagline is tarot that feels like a hug.
Oh my gosh, that's
it's like that's
what I need.
Housewives tagline. Alicia is also the co-creator of the Creative Entrepreneur Oracle deck, or the CEO deck for short. Voila! And basically, these provide inspirational messages and business suggestions for creatives and creative entrepreneurs. You also create your own energy cleansing sprays.
Oh, yes, yes.
Right. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about this.
How big? What's the biggest size we could get?
It's not available for sale yet. Everyone keeps telling me I should sell it. Maybe I should sell it.
Yes, you definitely should. Bottle some energy cleansing. Yes, you definitely need that. Anyways, Alicia, welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm so honored. Thank you.
So we wanted to kind of continue our tea party vibe and theme from our first coach segment. So we're basically going to be spilling the tea.
Yes.
Spilling the tea with a little tarot reading. I did want to at least sort of lay out the groundwork for anyone in chat. By the way, thank you for the follow, Lurk Stars. Anyone in chat who isn't familiar with tarot, how would you describe it, and what would someone expect coming into it for the first time?
The way that I do tarot, everyone does tarot differently. Each tarot reader has their own style. The way that I approach it, I just want it to be a very comfortable space. I let people know that I don't bring my own biases into it. I let people also know that I am not personally 100% psychic. There are actual psychics. I'm not going to disrespect psychics by saying that I'm psychic. I might be soon, because every day that passes, I get more and more gifts. But right now, I really do need the cards in order to read the energy. So I tell people your reading is as specific or as general as you want to tell me, if you feel comfortable sharing information.
Okay.
And it's not about just telling people what they want to hear or anything like that. It's about getting the messages across, and it's not about my ego either. Or being right. For me, it's about giving you the message that you need to hear.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that you could gain more gifts as you
I didn't know either, girl. It's been a ride.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for 6 years.
Okay.
And there's people who've been doing it for 20 years. You know, there's the OGs.
Yeah,
But every day that passes, it's just more and more things, and I'm like, oh wow, I can do this and I can do that, and I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's.
And then I have dreams as well that come true, and I've been identifying the types of dreams that I have. I know it sounds so weird, trying to explain this.
No, I don't think it's weird
to people is
we are here for it. Listen,
look, people are gonna have general views of anything related to spirituality or whatever, and I think as long as you come to things with open minds, it's gonna be a good time, right? And you can take out of it what you will. I will want to give a shout out though. M. Dalzin says, so excited, love Ask Alicia Tarot.
Oh,
thank you. We got a fan in chat.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, can you tell us more about this cleansing spray that you...
Yeah, what is this?
I'm trying to give it to me.
I know, I need that.
Okay, so because we're in a closed space, normally when I do my readings, I have a candle that I'm drawn to. I have a whole bunch of candles that I'm like, oh, I think maybe I should use this one. I should use this one, and it helps me channel. And then I also use this energy cleansing spray to set the tone.
Okay.
And I use it in between my readings as well. So I use it at the beginning of the reading to make sure the space is cleansed. And then in between, let's say if I'm talking to someone about their toxic ex or something, it's oh, let's get that energy out of there so we can have a fresh new reading. And so I have different ones. I have this one that I brought is a white tea rose. And it'll help with grounding the energy.
Okay.
And then I make another rose one if I know that there's going to be a lot of love questions. If I'm hired to do a wedding or something like that, there's usually questions. And then I have my typical lavender one that is just general energy. And
so it's kind of like crystals, different scents or for different sort of topics or themes. Okay, I gotcha.
So about tarot readings at a wedding.
Yeah, I
I would do that.
Yeah,
That's
I get
a great
hired
idea.
a lot for
At your
weddings, for
intimate wedding.
events. Yeah, yeah.
That's so cool.
I want to sort of, at least before we get into our own individual readings, I want to sort of dispel what are some like misconceptions that you feel like people have about tarot readings? Like, let's set the record straight.
I think the biggest one, and I get it a lot, and it's a little awkward, but I've become really comfortable with like who I am and just being like, hey, this is what I believe in. And I think people automatically assume, oh, you're worshiping the devil, or it's this dark, spooky thing. And there are people who do that. There's Wiccans, right? I would say not every tarot card reader is a witch, and so not to just assume that. And there's good witches, there's darker witches, right, spiritually. And so it's just a very broad space. I feel like people kind of put us all into a box.
I mean, it's kind of like humanity, right? Like, we're not all the same.
Yeah.
Some people
Yeah.
are good, some people are not as good. And yeah. So it's like every community is going to have sort of that same representation, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I got
Before
you.
one more question before we jump into our readings. Can you tell us about a dream that has come true?
Yes, I want to know.
Well, back before I was even doing tarot and knowing what was going on, I'll tell you two. Okay, short. So one of them, I had a dream that I was outside my friend's house in Brooklyn, and I met SZA walking down the street, and she was super nice and like whatever. And then I happened to randomly tell my friend about that dream.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was just random. I wasn't even gonna tell her. And then that day or the next day, she was like, girl, my roommate met SZA on set.
That's so
crazy. So like I
crazy.
was dreaming her roommate's experience.
Wow.
And then another dream that was kind of crazy, and it's spooky. Like you guys hearing it, you're like, what? Like experiencing it is like a Raven Simone type thing.
Yeah.
So another one is I had a dream on a Monday that I was in a donut shop. It was very vivid. I was on my phone and like beautiful gourmet donuts, you know. And then I had a tarot card reading with a client on Wednesday, and she was running late. She's like, hey girl, can I do my reading on my phone until I get home? And I'm like, sure. So I'm doing her reading. We're talking about career. She walks in the house and she talks to her son. She says, hey, there's some donuts in that bag. And I was like, did she say donuts? She's like, yeah, I just went to this donut shop. And I was like, oh, was it like this gourmet donut shop? She was like, yes. And I was like, oh, okay. And she kind of brushed it off. And I was like, I had a dream about that, but whatever. So after the dream, I go to her Instagram. I randomly go and I look at her story. She had gone to the donut shop on Monday, and it was like just like in my dream.
Yeah.
But then she was like, I'm gonna return on Wednesday. So like, and it's this weird like inception there. I'm gonna return on Wednesday, and she happened to return while she was on the phone with me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was so
It's like all those little things
yeah,
are
it's
like
like
and stuff.
yeah.
That's so crazy.
Trippy. Yeah.
I just got some chills. I got little goosebumps coming up right here. Okay,
Oh my
so we're gonna do individual readings, one for Sarah, one for myself, and then we had talked a little bit, chat. Just so you know, we talked a little bit. We really want to focus on the readings so that Alicia can really hone in on what she's feeling, and we're gonna take two different approaches, right? So Sarah's gonna do a little bit more of a 1 year
General-
outlook.
Yes. I want to know just like about whatever you see. I don't have any specific questions.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna wing it. I'm still not sure what I want to do. I don't know how personal I want to get right now, so we'll see. We'll see. Let's do Sarah's first. We'll start with that.
You want Sarah to be the
Yeah,
guinea
we'll go-
pig?
I'll
and
be the
then-
Guinea pig.
Guinea pig. I've gotten a couple of readings. Have you gotten readings done before?
I have,
Okay.
yeah, but I feel like not like this one. I feel like is going to be a little bit more like personal and deep. So,
Oh.
Okay.
like I've done them in events, and I feel like sometimes they can be rushed. So,
Right,
yeah,
right,
true,
right.
true.
yeah. Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. So yeah, Sarah goes first. I'll be here just like observing and being color. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll provide the color.
All right. So I'm just gonna cleanse the energy, and even before this, like when I was outside and you guys were having your tea party, I was preparing and doing my own prayers and everything.
Okay.
Smells good.
All right.
It does smell good.
Thank
It's like
you.
an aroma therapy.
So I think I'm gonna use this deck. You said you want to do the year ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gather the overall themes and then pick up on what I'm feeling with the general overarching theme.
Okay.
Overarching.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'll go into like a deep dive of two topics of your choice: love, health, career, whatever you want.
Okay.
Great. Don't judge my shuffling, guys.
No, these are big cards. Your manicure's so cute, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, the nail game is on point.
Super cute.
Thank you. Okay. So, and what is your zodiac sign?
I am a Capricorn.
Capricorn. What is yours?
Pisces.
Pisces. Okay.
I'm a Capricorn and then double Aries for, what is the other two?
The rising and the
Yes.
moon.
Mhm.
Okay.
See, I don't know mine. I need to find
Oh.
out mine.
So I will say I've tried to direct it more towards you. Whenever there's multiple energies within the room, Melissah's energy might kind of creep in a little bit, just a little bit.
Sorry, I don't mean to
Like-
engage your personal
No,
energy.
please.
I would just say
My
like
bad.
remain neutral.
I'm gonna be sitting here, just like
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah, you're good. You're
I'll be
good.
quiet. I'll be quiet in the corner.
Okay, so what for the year ahead do you want to do like 2025 or you want to do like July or August 1st, 2024 through August 1st, 2025?
Let's do that. Let's
Okay.
just do that
Cool.
because I'm impatient.
2025.
Yeah,
That's
so
like
from-
far from now.
so far away
Yeah.
from now.
So from August 1st, 2024 to August 1st, 2025, what does Sara have in store for the year ahead?
Yeah.
What are the major themes? Also, when I'm talking to cards, I'm just talking to cards. I'm
Okay.
not really talking to any spirits or anything.
Okay.
And I am asking questions, though. Sometimes people
Yeah.
answer, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm talking to
Yeah.
cards.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. All right.
Okay, the Two of Wands. I see. Okay.
So if cards
Six
just
of
like spill
Swords.
out, that's all part of it too, right?
That's the way that I do readings.
Yeah.
There's a variety of different spreads.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do use a spread if I'm doing like a quick 3-point spread. They're shorter. What a spread is, it's basically having the cards in a certain layout so that, and then assigning a particular meaning or position to that layout so you know you can identify the cards.
Yeah.
I personally feel it's a little bit limiting.
Mm.
So for me, the way that I read readings. So I do it more of a free-for-all. Okay.
So you pick 3 cards.
I'm picking 3 cards just to get the overall themes
I
of your
see.
year ahead,
Okay.
and then I'm going to clarify.
Okay.
Yeah. So initial thoughts from these first 3 cards. I think the first theme, there's going to be some sort of educational element for you. You might be doing a course, training. It could be as vague as just learning new skills, but honestly, I'm seeing something more specific of you actually taking some sort of course. And it's not going to be just, oh, I just took this digital marketing workshop for 2 weeks. Like, because it's a major theme, it's going to be consistently throughout the next year, you're learning and soaking up a lot of knowledge.
Okay.
And it might be something as structured as like a formal
Okay.
educational thing. And then and I do see at least like one nice vacation for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sarah's
For
like,
sure.
Love to hear that.
For sure.
I know.
studying.
What?
For sure.
Okay, vacation, great. Love that. Love that.
It's interesting because the Six of Swords can also be kind of like a travel card too.
Okay.
But in general, the Six of Swords is like moving away from a troubling situation. The Five of Swords, which isn't on the table right now. The Five of Swords is mental conflict and not the best energy. So the Six of Swords is actually moving away from that energy and leaving it in the past.
Okay.
But it can also mean travel. There's so many different meanings for the cards.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
you layer your intuition on top of it. So
Yes.
it's just so many different
Got it.
things.
Okay.
So I need to clarify this one because I'm not getting an initial feeling from it. It can mean travel. It can mean moving from a toxic situation or an unclear situation too. So I'm just going to put that
Okay.
there. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah, neutral.
I
Neutral.
didn't mean to interrupt. I don't mean to interrupt this reading. I just made eye contact with Sarah.
Yeah, sorry, we
and
made
there was
eye
just
contact.
This moment.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'll
we're-
leave
All
it-
right.
I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
Well, if it's an inside joke, the joke's gonna be on the table in a second.
Okay.
Okay, And I love the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is like my winning energy card.
Oh,
Like
good.
I love the Six of Wands. It's a card of like victory and success. It's also a card of public recognition and social media. This is my like social media influencer card.
Oh, great.
So
Love that.
yes. So I'm seeing quite a few things actually. I do see one major accomplishment of which you will be recognized for. I do see this being more of a lucky year for you of things that you put in the work in and maybe you haven't seen that success or results, it's all gonna start coming out now. Yes, you're entering winning season.
Oh my
It's
God.
giving winning season.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm winning.
Yes.
But because I put in the heart, like it's like whatever I've been working on.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not just a luck
Right.
sort of thing. It's like
Okay.
you earn this.
Okay.
Girl. And then the last thing was I do see your sense of fashion or something to do with fashion really also bringing in success for you. I don't know if you like personally do stuff, but yeah, I
Okay.
see that as well. Okay.
Love that.
I mean, you just relaunched Los Angeles with
Yeah.
a whole new look.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
true.
Yes.
Okay. What's
Also,
that?
it's my podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, with my other work wife.
Yes.
And so yeah, that could be that. That could be that.
I
And it's
love
all about
that.
beauty. Like
It
so
is.
so connected to fashion, like
Okay.
style. So yeah.
Okay,
Could
cool.
be that.
So it could be that. We can even dive into that. if
Okay,
you want.
let's dive in.
When I do the
Yeah.
the deep dive.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull a CEO card too, just to
Okay.
see. So for your overall year or the upcoming year, overall themes. Oops. I'm just gonna take this one. What'd you say?
Like, is our boss watching?
Is our boss watching about this career talk right now?
I won't.
Safe space. Safe
I won't
space.
disclose
Carly
any
is
secret.
here. Hi, Carly.
Don't judge them.
Also, hi, Nimbly. Welcome back. Hi. Hi, everyone.
So
yes,
funny.
we're doing tarot readings. We're continuing our tea party thing.
Doesn't it look so pretty? These cards are so cute.
I love the art.
Yeah.
Aw.
I love
I
the
do
art.
like this deck. This
Yeah.
is the Modern Goddess Tarot deck. I think you can get it on Amazon.
Love. Oh,
Oh, Amazon. Our friends at Amazon. Yes, yes. You know what else you can get on Amazon? Okay.
Yes, coach. Okay, so it's so interesting because the CEO deck card, it says secure the foundation, right? So you
Okay.
cannot build on a faulty foundation. Take the necessary precautions now to save you a ton of headaches in the future. Your blueprint deserves the extra TLC. Now, I actually think you've already been securing the foundation because of this card. Like you've already been doing that. You've been building the bricks, right? And so now you're reaping the rewards from that. So I love that.
oh. I like these cards.
Thank you.
These are fun.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Am I nerdy if I'm like, I like the font?
Yeah. Hey.
No, it's
I
important.
love a good typography.
Can I shout out my co-founder, Yeti?
Yes,
She
yes.
designed the font and everything like that and
They're
the cover.
so
Yes.
good.
That's my work wife.
Oh, amazing.
Love that.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So now what I'm going to do is oh, you okay?
Yeah,
You
no, I
nervous?
just no. No, I'm good. I'm excited. It's different doing a public tarot reading.
It is.
Yeah.
Have you ever done like public readings like this?
This is my very first time,
It
guys.
probably the energy feels probably different.
It is. It's like
Yeah.
a very public display.
And you have like the energy of chat.
Yeah. because tarot readings are such, especially a personal one. It's such an intimate thing. So to have it.
Yeah.
To have everyone like looking in and like what's going on for your year, it's a lot, girl.
I'm glad it's
not for the
mostly
weak.
positive right now.
I will be truthful, but
Yes.
it won't be anything that
right.
like you wouldn't want public.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's clarify. And when I say clarify, I am basically I have the overall theme, and now I'm trying to get more specific or trying to bring out more energy, more answers, more guidance.
Okay.
So clarify the Two of Wands for me. If there's any beginners to tarot or any tarot card readers in the chat, they will also say like this card is about indecision or making a decision.
Okay.
It's kind of like art or cooking. Like you learn the rules, you learn the meanings of the deck, and then you apply your intuition on top of it. So sometimes I do break the rules based on what intuitive hits I'm getting. So I didn't get indecision, I got education, you know, which is not exactly you know,
Okay.
So clarify the Two of Wands for me. Strength. Oh, look, the Five of Swords. Remember I was talking about that?
Connected.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is, we're starting in August. The Strength is the card of Leo for the zodiac sign, and it can also represent Leo season. And I usually get August for this one.
Perfect.
And then every deck has its own imagery that you can also pull from too. It's so much. I actually love what I do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just take a moment to pull some of this energy in. Because the Five of Swords did come out, I am picking up on you leaving Two of Swords on the ground. Melissah!
I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to insert myself into this right now. I'm really trying to be quiet over here, but I keep making eye contact with Sara. She's
not looking at the screen.
I can't. Okay, I'm good.
Okay. So this is what I was talking about, where it's so intimate, and my readings tend to get kind of deep too. So now we're getting a little deep.
Okay.
So what I'm seeing, the education or the courses or the learning might actually be like a self-discovery, like therapy, like learning more about self-awareness and what makes you tick, and why do I do certain things, and what patterns am I breaking. I think that's actually going to be the theme. And so I do see with this like crow raven thing, I think it's a raven actually, but I initially thought crow. I do see you shedding a previous version of yourself. Over this next year. So it's going to be like a strong personal development year, but not in that like, oh, I had to go through life and like, the tough lessons. It's more of gentle awareness.
Okay.
And just being very hyper aware of who you are and coming more into yourself and owning yourself, which is beautiful actually. Especially with the strength card, right? Embodying your personal strength. With the Five of Swords here, I'm actually not seeing an external toxic situation. Toxic is extreme, but complicated situation. You can tell me if there's something. It's more of this like mental energy of like any negative self-talk or self-doubt that you may have had in the past. I see you trusting. The High Priestess is a card of intuition. I see you trusting your intuition more and having more confidence in the direction that you're heading and the choices that you make. With this particular card, I'm picking up on Scorpio season and whenever Easter is next year, because of this egg here. Also Aquarius, because we have a lot of stars.
Okay.
So Scorpio season would be like November-ish. Aquarius is January, February. I'm picking up mainly January, so even maybe the New Year is Capricorn, but like once you start getting into like the New Year, New Me season in January, the second half of January. And then I do not know when Easter is next year, but I'm getting strong April energy, even though it might be in March. And then so yeah, I do see you trusting your intuition more and just having a stronger sense of self. Let me clarify the King of Cups in reverse. So yes.
I just want to shout out, we got some Kitty's tarot readings. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. And Positivity, the gorgeous cards. People are loving the cards.
Yeah, I wish they were mine. Like shout out
really
to Cecilia Latari, Petra Braun. Yeah, modern goddess tarot. So when a card is in reverse, some tarot card readers actually don't read reversals. It all depends. And some people attach a different meaning.
And by reversals, you mean like upside down?
Yes, upside down. Excuse me. Yes, thank you.
No, I got you.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
And some people attach different meanings to when a card is in reverse. So some might say reverse is an emphasis, almost too much of the card, right? So the King of Cups is someone who is very in tune with their emotions, but they have an emotional discipline. So it's like emotional IQ or EQ, right? Whereas the Queen of Cups is someone who's very intuitive, and she's my water sign energy and loving feminine energy. It could be she or he.
Okay.
But the King of Cups is someone who's more an emotionally intuitive, like king, who like can rule but is benevolent. So when it's in reverse, sometimes tarot card readers will read it as, oh, it's too much of being rigid or being in control of your emotions. And then sometimes people will read it as the opposite. I am clarifying because I want to know, oh, the Five of Cups. Okay. Give me one more. The Five of Cups is a card of regret. I'm going to take this upright King of Wands. Cool. So with the King of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups clarifying that, but leading to the King of Wands, I think it's a matter of you getting out of energy of, I can't quite put, it's not necessarily fear. It's more of looking at the glass half, what is it? Half empty, half looking at expecting the worst, waiting for the other shoe to drop. So like that default, if you happen to default towards that when making decisions or when you're about to take like a risk or a leap of faith, I no longer see you like defaulting towards that energy. Again, like it's a little different than like fear, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily worrying about it, but it's more of expecting it or expecting something to go wrong. And I see you now, the King of Wands. I love the King of Wands. The King of Wands is charismatic. He takes charge. He takes action. He's confident. He can work a whole room. And so I see you, again, it's just like confirmation of you just owning this energy and beautiful energy. I'm surprised the Queen of Wands didn't come out. Okay. So that is all for the first theme. So it's giving education, personal development, travel, and just really shedding your old skin and then coming into the new you.
Yay.
You're going to be a whole...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Whole new person.
Whole new person.
Yes.
How
do you feel about that reading so far?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
I love it, yeah.
You see how it gets deep.
Yeah,
it gets
no,
intimate.
It is. But
Okay.
I get it. I
But you're-
appreciate it. It's like tarot with a hug.
Yeah,
I get it.
like
I get the
really-
tagline.
You
I do.
do a really great job of like explaining and like and making it like also like without knowing too much. Like I feel like you like know exactly what I'm going through or something. You know what I
Really?
mean? Yeah. Like I
Okay.
feel like it's very personal.
Pammy Quacks redeemed a streamer stretch. So we got to stretch a little bit, guys. So we're like,
Oh,
we're partway through this reading. Stretching. I'm stretching.
Okay.
I'm stretching. All right. Okay.
Stretch would make it fashion.
Okay.
Okay. So, Six of Swords. Clarify. You have the Temperance and the Three of Cups. Great. Why the Temperance? Okay. So the Temperance card is peace and balance. It can also mean like trying to balance and mix things together.
Okay.
So it's interesting that the Temperance card is in reverse because I want to see that upright because I
Yeah.
want you to be peaceful and balanced.
Yeah.
What I'm getting actually is you're gonna be doing a lot. Like you're gonna be going to events, you're gonna be partying because the Three of Cups is my celebration cards. It's my
Oh.
drinking card. It's my mixing and events.
Okay.
Right. So you're gonna be very mixy this year.
Oh, great.
So I actually do not see you necessarily having that restful, peaceful,
Yeah.
relaxing energy.
Mhm.
But it's not necessarily bad. I see you moving into this nice celebratory energy where you're just partying.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a piece of you. So
Can
that's
rest
what's
later.
going on. Yeah, exactly. And then clarify the Six of Wands for me. Six of Wands. Sometimes when the cards don't come out like this, I take it as I said what I said. Ooh. The Six of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. So I'm getting this as a business energy. So the Hierophant is a card of like institutions. It can also mean like a contract. It can also mean marriage. And the Knight of Pentacles is my slow and steady wins the race type card. Again, you're winning the race, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it still touches back on that theme of like you were slowly putting the building blocks together, and now you're starting to see your wins.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do see you actually signing. So one of your wins, like one of your major wins, is you legit signing a contract of some sorts.
Great.
So that's awesome. Yeah. Absolutely awesome. And with these, wait, are you considering? Okay, I don't know. We're not gonna go there.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you about like your housing situation.
Okay.
Okay. So with the peacocks here as well, and with the combination of the Six of Wands, I see it being a very public thing. Like it's something you're posting on like LinkedIn and like your social media accounts. Like people are knowing that you like signed this deal or something.
Okay.
And the Knight of Pentacles, I'm going to clarify that. Oh, the Seven of Wands. Oh, interesting. So the Six of Wands. Okay. Sorry for my sound effects.
No, I love the sound effects.
So the Six of Wands goes into the Seven of Wands. So the story of the Six of Wands, just briefly, is that they rode into victory, and now they're having the like victory march, like after you win the big championship game, right? You parade through the streets. So the Seven of Wands is actually now people are they see what you have, they're like, ooh, what you got over there, and they start kind of trying to attack you for it. So you got these wands trying to fight you, and you're like, no, you're like defending what you won. Yeah. So I'm gonna clarify.
Are you making connections in your head right now, Sarah?
Yeah, no, I don't really. I mean, yeah, sort of, but also like, wow. That's like they teed that up.
I'm gonna have the biggest stick.
Right. Just like get away from
everything
my
that
win.
she's done.
Yeah. Get away. I just want to clarify okay, perfect. Okay. So I just want to make sure if there's anything we need to know about, right? Forearmed, what is it? Forearmed is forewarned, or forewarned is forearmed.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, really?
Is this a saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a saying, but I always mess up the saying.
Forearmed is forewarned. Okay.
Forewarned
Chat
is
GPT
forearmed.
that
I bet you
later.
someone in the chat knows. So I see with the Page of Pentacles here, I think you don't have to worry about this. There might be, and I'm not getting like this evil, like some saboteur or anything coming for your win.
Thank goodness.
But there might be people who see your win, and they're like, ooh, how can I get in on that contact? Or how can I,
that makes sense.
get in on that, get a piece of the pie basically for themselves. But I see you, again, where you were following your intuition and like making those smart moves for yourself. I see you, one, being able to pinpoint if there's any moochers or anything like that. I also see you, two, being way far ahead because you've been putting in the work for years. So you're not new to this. You've been there. You've been doing this. So I just see you continually moving forward and making really smart decisions for yourself. The Page of Pentacles is someone who takes that first step and they're planting that seed. But this, again, is like a solid seed. It's like planting a brick. It's not just this like, I'm thinking of like a dandelion flowing away. It's not like that. It's someone actually planting a seed that grows into a tree that's going to be there for like decades, centuries, right? So I see you making like really smart decisions that are long lasting for you, and that's going to protect your win.
Oh my God, great.
So normally I would go into an additional like deep dive. I just want to stop there.
Yeah, no, I think
in terms of like timing and stuff.
Yeah, that's,
I mean,
I feel really good about that.
Yeah.
That was a great reading.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
that
you.
reading.
That was so good. I really
Like
I
you
see the connections.
Yeah,
Me
totally.
knowing what I know about
Oh, okay. I don't
I'm,
know
like,
anything
building
about
these
Sarah.
connections in my mind, which is why I kept making eye contact with her. I'm sorry, I'm like ruining the vibe of the reading.
No, it was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you. Thanks for the positive
Thank
energy.
Thank you.
Okay, so is it my turn?
It
Yes.
is.
Okay, so should I do something general like what you did, or do I do my one specific question? Chat, what do you think? I got one pressing thing, but I'm like, do I really want to do that?
Oh. Well, I'm not gonna pressure you on that.
Screw it. Let's just do it. Let's do it.
Oh,
Let's do it.
you are so brave, girl.
It's fine.
I couldn't do it.
I've done therapy on Twitch. I can get a reading on Twitch. It's fine.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's right. You have.
Yes. I've already cried here before.
Oh.
It's nothing new.
I just want to make sure the deck is upright.
Sure.
This is actually
you do
my.
what you need to do.
This is actually my more positive deck. Each deck has its own energy too. It's interesting.
Ooh, positive decks.
Yeah.
Negative decks.
And sometimes the deck. This sounds a little creepy, but it's not that creepy. Sometimes the decks will have different energy with different people.
Yeah.
I remember I was.
So you know, like, you're like, this deck's not for you.
I remember reading for a client. She was like, "Oh, don't use that deck. That deck hates me." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Yeah.
By the way, chat, we are so close to our follow goal right now. So if you haven't hit the follow button, hit it now, please. And just a reminder, we are here with Alicia of Ask Alicia Tarot, just doing some fun tarot readings, continuing our tea party vibe. Hope y'all are enjoying it. I guess
I'm
I'll
gonna have
do
a
my.
cookie and
No.
watch
Oh,
your
yummy.
Do what you want to do.
watch
This
your
looks
reading.
so cute, by the way. I love it.
Shout out Amy Jo, our set designer. She did
Yes,
amazing job.
Amy.
Fist bumping the air.
All right.
We got word that Amy's Joe's fist bumping. Offset right now. Okay,
You are up.
I'm up. Okay, so how does this work? Do I ask my question or just give the topic?
So I usually come up with the questions together. I guess just tell me lightly what's the most pressing thing on your mind, the brave thing, and then we can come up with the questions and clarify it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a little general in terms of the pressing thing, if that's okay. I would say my relationship
Oh.
that I'm currently in.
Oh, we're
Okay,
going
just go
there. Okay.
We're doing it, guys. We're doing it.
Woo,
Do it for-
no
do it for the stream.
pressure. No pressure. What if it? I can't control these cards.
It's fine.
Like, what if?
I'm gonna be really, really honest. Okay, so I've gotten my tarot cards read 3 times, and I will say, like, I fully respect what you do. I'm of the camp of, like, I take it for what it is.
Yes.
I glean whatever lessons I
Yes.
want to glean from it, but then I go continue to live my life.
Yes, absolutely.
So whatever comes out of this, I don't look at it as like this is what's
Yes.
going to happen.
Yes.
It's more putting into perspective whatever I'm already thinking.
Absolutely. And that's so spot
love
on.
that.
Yeah, because the cards always reflect
Right.
the energy and your own intuition actually. It comes out through the cards, and then on top of that it reflects the current energy right now. So
Right.
I always tell people, at least what I believe in, you always have free will. A
Right.
lot of my readings do pick up on future energy, but if at any point you feel like, no, I rebuke that is not what I want, then you always have the free will to change
Right.
and determine your future
Right.
for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's sort of where I'm at. So
Okay.
whatever comes out of this comes out of
Okay.
it. Take it with a grain of salt. I will be
Okay.
too. So it's fine.
Okay. I will say, though, I do not take the responsibility lightly that even with knowing that and giving that disclaimer, that what I say does have the ability to, like, slightly influence, because now
Yeah.
there's that.
Sure.
So I take it so seriously.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to like
No,
diminish that at all.
no, I didn't think you were saying that. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
saying
But I appreciate
respect.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
respect that. I mean, I don't like take it lightly reading for you. I'm very careful to make sure what I'm intuitively picking up on is like accurate and yeah,
Sure,
for
sure,
you.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God, am I going to
Okay.
regret this? Am I
Oh my
regretting
God.
this?
No.
It's fine.
All right.
The things I do for Twitch. All right, let's go.
All right, Melissa, you said Pisces.
I'm a Pisces,
Okay.
yes. I don't know the risings and the
Okay.
settings. I'm not
And
as
the
in
settings.
detail. Of that.
Okay.
Is that not correct? No, it's not. Okay.
Okay. So, are you you're in a relationship?
I am currently, yes.
Do you know her zodiac sign?
His zodiac sign is January, so
January what?
January.
15th.
Is it Capricorn?
Capricorn.
Yes.
Okay, Capricorn and Pisces. And is there a particular question you want to start off with, or do you want to? I can pull the energy of.
Let's just pull
Okay.
it. I don't
Okay.
know if I want to, like, out of respect for my partner, I don't want to get into too much of a question.
It's getting hot in here.
Yes, it's getting real
It's
hot.
actually
It's
warm
actually
in this
very
room,
hot in here.
and it's just getting hotter now.
Ooh, I'm just gonna cleanse it one more time.
Thank you for the follow, Blanca. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, cleanse it
Maybe I
all.
should have brought my rose spray. Okay.
No.
All right. I need a nickname for the partner.
We'll say Shang.
Shang?
Shang.
Shang.
With a G?
With a S-H.
Wait,
Like
no,
Shane?
at the end.
Shang.
Shane.
Shang. We can pick a different name.
Yeah.
Let's pick Bob. We'll do Bob.
Ew.
We can do Bob.
Ew. Sorry,
No?
sorry. No offense to the Bobs.
No
sorry.
offense to the Bobs in the
I'm
in
so
chat.
sorry, Bob. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Alicia Strip's like, ew.
Let's
so
say,
sorry.
what about Cap? Because he's a
Cap.
Capricorn.
Cap.
Cap.
Cap. Cool.
Cap.
No cap.
No
Yeah.
Cap. Cap has different meanings on Twitch too.
Oh, gosh.
That's fine.
We'll do cap.
Cap.
Everyone knows what
Cap
cap
or
is.
no Cap? Yeah.
Cap.
we'll do that.
Okay. So. Okay.
Hey, Dusty Dink Lemon, welcome.
I think.
Dinkelman? I don't know if I read that right.
Dinkelman.
I read that Dink Lemon. All right, sorry, go ahead.
I think what I'm gonna do, I do this like spread. So I pull how you're feeling about your partner, how Cap's feeling about you, mutual energy.
Okay, I like
Yeah?
that. That's a great format.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. So how is Melissah? Tell me the overall situation with Melissah and how she's feeling towards Cap. Do I want this deck? I'll keep this deck. The World.
Sorry.
I'm not going to look at you.
So the World is a card of endings, and closure.
Of what?
Endings and
Ending,
closure.
closures, okay.
It's also a card of closing a chapter and moving and advancing to like a higher level. So this could be like a graduation card, in a more positive spread. I'm not saying this is positive or negative yet because I don't know. It can also mean like heading towards a wedding or taking it to the next level in a relationship. So. Is Cap watching?
Could
Is
be.
Cap going to watch?
Who knows?
Okay. I actually see, so if this is like you viewing him and also your approach to the relationship, I actually see you wanting to take it to the next level, and you heading towards that energy with the cards here. I see, because the Hierophant, I remember I was talking about Sara, it's like, it can mean a card of commitment and solidifying that. So I see, in terms of approach towards the relationship and thoughts and feelings, I see you heading towards wanting it to be more serious or more legitimate, or just taking it to the next level. And then Cap.
Look at Sarah's face.
I
didn't look at Sarah's face. She got
It's the arms crossed for me.
shot
That's
look on her face.
I know nothing of the situation.
I just see her going. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then Cap, the Fool, which is a new beginning, and it's also a very carefree energy. What?
No, sorry.
Sarah's faces are taking me out. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I will continue to eat cookies.
Oh, I got it on the floor.
And
And the
no
moon?
input.
Okay, so he's not as clear. Okay. I see. Okay. So, sorry, Cap, don't hate me, don't shoot the messenger, please, please. So I see Cap as more of not as clear with heading towards the next level, not because you're not this amazing, beautiful person. He does see your value with the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles to me is like a wife. She's a mother. She's a solid partner, a stable partner. I just see more of like a commitment issue, a long-term commitment issue, not issue, sorry, Cap, oh my God. I forgot this is public.
Say what you want. No, it's all good. Say what you want.
Oh,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Sure. Well, it came out for a reason.
Yeah.
I just don't want to roast Cap because I actually don't even do that in my readings. Like, it's not ever meant to bash anyone. We are all humans with our own lessons, and we're at different stages. So I'm not seeing with these cards here. I'm not seeing him as this like toxic person or anything like that. I'm just seeing it as, you know, that like cold feet that people get of like well, is this the one? Like, do I want to explore more? Because I have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is an explorer. It's someone who's just very curious. It's my curious cat card. And so and it's interesting because in this particular card, it has a swan, and swans mate for life. Like they pick one mate and they're done. Like that's it.
Right.
And so it's interesting because there's just one swan. Where's the other swan? You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I feel like that's where he's at. He's like, well, I know what I have to bring to the table, right? And I know that she's wonderful and lovely in this luscious garden, but like, is she the one for me? I'm unsure because the Queen of Swords is someone who actually has clarity. And knows exactly what's going on and has sharp mind. And with this in reverse, he's very unsure. Again, not because he doesn't see your value and worth. It's just, I'm also picking up, he hasn't done enough exploring to know exactly what he wants in a partner. So even if he knew you were the one, he might not even know. Because, and I'm putting his business all out here. Did he consent? He hasn't done enough exploring to even pit you against his list, right? So, like, even if you were the one and you were like everything and that's it, he wouldn't know. But he does see you guys, like, you guys work well together, or he thinks you guys work well together and guys collaborate, and I'm hearing like build. So he's like really focused on the fact that you guys can build together, like monetary, financial, like that. So there's that.
Now,
Girl.
do you like usually need Melissa to like say anything? Like, do you,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a good
like,
question.
or do you just continue the reading?
So in a personal reading,
Yeah.
Closed doors, I would.
Yeah. But because we're streaming on Twitch, you kind of
Because we're streaming, I'm just gonna leave it there
Yeah.
unless you want to. Because
No, I totally get it. Because I always wonder about that too. Is
Yeah.
like, how much do you want to contribute to the conversation to help it guide to some sort of thing where it's like you kind of work collaborating together,
Right.
versus like just letting them do their thing,
And then
and not like lead it.
interpreting whatever.
I very much have it as a two-way conversation. Like, interrupt me, tell me if something's off, because again, it's not just about me. It's about like getting the clear messages. But I've been just kind of leaving it, like letting it simmer in the air because we're very public.
That's fair.
So I'm like, if you want to chime in, if you feel comfortable, cool.
Someone chats like, mine's over matter. Imagine being that person. They're like, hey, wait, I'm in it long term. What the hell? So may or may not be watching currently. I'm not quite sure actually, because I can't see who's in here. But hi, Music of Clove, welcome back. I'm doing a reading right now. It's getting real personal, sort of. Okay. I find it interesting that it was like very clear, like 3 cards here, and this was like you're constantly pulling out more.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
What was the middle? This third grouping now? What was that going to be?
So the middle one was going to be the mutual energy between you guys.
Got it.
Okay, so tell me the mutual energy between Melissah and Kat. Sorry for my face. Okay. People tell me my face scares them. Not my face scares them, but my facial reactions sometimes make them nervous.
Because like we're like reading into your reaction.
Yeah. This one wanted to come out. Okay. So the Ace of Cups upright. When the Ace of Cups is upright, it's a lot of love. It's a lot of like opportunities from the universe. You see this like hand coming out from the clouds. Like, it's that nice. It's a lot of emotions. And it's the start or a renewal of emotions sometimes. Within in reverse, I'm not seeing as much mutual love here. It's giving.
I can see Alicia is so concerned.
I know.
And being very careful with what she wants to say, which I appreciate. I do.
But you gotta say it.
You know, when like a cup is upset, I'm getting like dried out, you know, like drying out. And the Ten of Swords is a like final ending. It's not saying that like your relationship is ending necessarily, but I can see that you guys have a history within your relationship with these two cards together. The Five of Pentacles is actually a card of like being out in the cold. It can mean like surviving the tough times together, right? But it can also mean like feeling out in the cold of winter. So what I'm getting though with the Empress here, so the Empress is all four queens. The Empress is like divine feminine energy. She's the Queen of Pentacles. She's that nurturing mother who like can build, who can grow, who can build that coin, okay? And then she's the Queen of Swords as well, who can speak her truth. She's the Queen of Cups, that's very in tune with her emotions and her intuition. And she's the Queen of Wands, who's like my feisty, sexy girl.
She looks like Beyonce.
Yes,
She does
this,
look like Beyonce.
she
is
actually
Beyonce.
is. She is Beyonce.
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 That is the Empress.
Yeah.
Yes, this beautiful deck actually, and I feel like it's an ad for the deck. She did it so that she had like notable figures in here. So this actually
Oh, it is
modeled
Beyonce.
after Beyonce. Yeah.
No wonder. She's the queen
Yeah.
of everything.
She period. So with this mutual energy, I feel like you're fine. I feel like regardless of the energy, you've still been able to like thrive and be in your Empress energy, which I think is a good sign. It's interesting though because I have an Empress here, but I actually don't even have any representation of him. Not to say that like divine feminine automatically is assigned to you because your gender is feminine, because divine feminine can mean like a male or whatever gender within a same-sex relationship or anything like that. Divine feminine is just someone who's more intuitive and like allows themselves to receive and nurtures the relationship. And the divine masculine energy, not gender, is someone who takes charge and takes the lead. But I just automatically attributed this to you because I felt called to. So I see you here within your Empress energy and you're just thriving and shining regardless. I don't even see him on the board. Yeah, I don't see him on the board. So that's very interesting. Even with this, this deck is all women actually, but it made me think of like, maybe this isn't even you and him being pulled out of the cold together. It's like you and your friends riding through the storm of when you feel like you need some more nurturing and TLC, and they're kind of filling that void. As far as mutual energy, I see like in terms of like arguments or disputes, I see more of like a tit for tat or win type energy to be aware of. But I just see there being more of just like a calm, like dead in, I'm so bad with phrases, like dead in the storm or dead in the night, where it's just sitting there. It's like functional, it's existing, it's, you know, that's what I'm seeing.
Don't feel scared. Oh my gosh, don't be scared. This is all actually very valuable.
How are you
information.
feeling?
I feel like it speaks to me. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to get into like
Do you do
other people's business, but
do
it
you
speaks to
do
me.
relationship readings with both partners there?
Oh man,
Good
I
question.
have done couples readings.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's the most expensive.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really awkward. But I have done it before, and it's been very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because usually that means if you're doing a couples reading, it's like about the future of the relationship.
Yeah.
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 We should have done one of those live on Twitch.
Ooh!
That was
It
too
gets spicy. There was one where first question out was like, does he love someone else? I was like, oh my god. I was like,
I mean, if you're asking that, it means
Yeah.
you have a thought about that already.
the answer was no. Yep.
Interesting.
The answer was no.
You're like, thank
Yes, I was like, oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh,
Like, I don't want to get in that mess right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
That was so great. We're gonna chat a little bit offline.
She's like, I want more.
No, it's not that I want more, but I
little
do
more
want to chat a little
clarity.
bit. Yeah, because I just, out of respect for people, don't want to
Yes.
throw all my business out there. But that being said, I really enjoyed the reading, and I like the way that you formatted it too. You know what I mean? There was like
Yeah.
different perspectives on it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like again with a hug. Like
Yeah.
it was very like it wasn't scary.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
Tarot
you
reads with a hug.
Yeah. Like
Um,
you made it very approachable.
100%,
you.
very
Yeah.
accessible.
Yeah.
If people want to get readings from you, I know you do a lot of stuff online over
Yes.
Zoom.
Yes.
Do you want to just share with people how they can get in touch?
So you can follow me on Instagram, AskAlicia.Tarot. I'm also on TikTok, AskAliciaTarot. On my Instagram and my TikTok, I give free collective readings. So this isn't like personal to you. It's general messages. So I give like career readings, love readings, singles. I try to break it up by situation. And then you can do paid personal readings online via Zoom. And then you can also book me for entertainment at events.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah.
I know there was one other last thing that we want to do. Do you have just sort of like a general reading for everyone who's still in chat with us? Just
I would love that.
some sort of vibe or takeaway they can do going into the rest of the year.
Yes. Okay. Let's do.
Yes, chat. Let's get you guys a reading too.
Yes. So for anyone who is watching right now, I'll do it that way. So like if people do the replay, it'll still apply to them too. 'Cause
Okay.
I
Okay.
want to have you guys in there. So I'll do like an overall message that you need to know. It's probably going to be super vague in general. And then I'll do maybe a short message for like one takeaway from the upcoming year.
That sounds good. I like it.
Cool. So let's see what comes out for right now. What do you need to know? Right now, what do you need to know? Right now, what do you need to know for anyone who is watching live or the recording? You know, that's interesting that like my shuffling isn't really going that well.
I think it's also these are big cards.
Yeah,
You know
they
what I mean? Like,
are.
I have small hands. This is why I can't really use like game controllers. It's like tough.
Yeah, yes, it's also user error, but sometimes when it's not meshing well, I take that as a sign. And it's interesting because I have the King of Swords here. So initially what I was going to say is like you're trying to force two things together and it's just not working. It's oil and water. And I see that soon you're going to have extreme clarity, like big awakening, clarity as to I heard your plan of attack. I don't know what that's leading towards, but your plan of attack. Give me one more message. The Four of Pentacles. It has to do with money. The Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is a very strong financial message, and I'm picking up on like one specific person in particular. I do think this applies to everyone, but like one person absolutely needs to hear this message. Someone is struggling financially and they're trying to make ends meet, and they are unsure as to how they're going to get their next job or get the money coming in. And there's a lot of fear and uncertainty here. But I do see things working out in your favor. I don't know who this is for, but like someone is really struggling right now, so I'm so sorry. But you're gonna make it, babe. Like I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm getting emotional, but I do see things working out for you, and I do see you finding a way. I just want to get one more message. Yeah. It's going to require you. I see this opportunity or this new income or something. It's going to require you to actually either leave a destination. It's either online or it's in a new place or it's you getting out of your comfort zone, but it requires some sort of additional leap that is going to feel really, really scary. You're not going to have any guidelines or like you haven't done this before, you haven't been in this situation before, and so it's going to feel really, really scary. But I see you being able to, or please do rely on your intuition to guide you through, because it's going to give you clarity to help you navigate through this like darker time. That was for someone that's interesting because I thought I was giving a more collective message, but that was like for a particular person who was watching.
Well, someone in chat. That's your reading.
Yeah.
I feel like we all have money problems, right?
Yeah.
More money, more problems. Or no money, no more problems too.
Yeah.
But that was great.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I also want to shout out the CEO deck. I know someone in chat earlier wanted to
CEO deck.
pick one up. Where where can they grab one?
So we are in pre-production. This is the sample deck. So we are actually getting these printed, and we're also finalizing the boxes. So you can follow us on Instagram at the CEO Deck. It's the Creative Entrepreneur Oracle. And can I shout out like what it is? Okay. So the CEO Deck, or the Creative Entrepreneur Oracle, me and my business partner, Yeti, we came together and we made all of these messages with love, and they're for our fellow creatives that are also trying to navigate both creativity and entrepreneurship. And that journey can be so scary, chaotic. Sometimes you feel lonely even with a support system. So we created this deck that has both inspirational messages and also business suggestions to get you out of that creative block or help you figure out like the next step.
Yeah. I love that.
Oh, I love
As
that.
someone who's like, I could start a business.
Yeah.
Like, just need a little bit of extra push. It's basically like affirmations, right?
Right. Or like a
Yes,
reminder in
yes.
the beginning of the day if you're
Absolutely.
like, I just need like a
Yeah.
nice message or
my
just
gosh.
a sign.
Or if you're feeling stuck, and it also does have like tangible
Yeah.
business suggestions
Yeah.
too.
I mean, I want to pick one up when these are
Yeah.
ready to be
Thank
sold.
you. That's so sweet.
Alicia, this was so much fun,
Thank you.
and I hope you had fun too.
I did.
It's your first
Thank
time on
you
Twitch,
guys.
y'all. First time
Thank
on
you.
Twitch.
Oh my god, you
So-
should do more Twitch streams.
My Twitch
think
debut. I created
yeah.
an account.
You did?
But it's just dormant right there. When you
should.
guys reached out, thank you for reaching out.
No, of
like